guys, and welcome. We are heading to the remaining parts here of Crestwood. And then we'll head to Skyhold and finish like some war table stuff. I believe we face our dragon here too. I can't remember. We have wood stuff up here. No, I don't think so. Okay. Quest updated. Regions of Crestwood. All taken care of. That would go. Up here we go. Oh, come on, mouse. There we are. Yeah, I hear you. We will come eventually over by you. I thought for sure. Maybe it's up that way more. Come on, girl. Growl. Thank you, Solus. Making an awful lot of noises. Alright. Drop it. There we go. Come on.
She sees us.
That's good. Let her come. Where is she? Damn it! Get out of there! Alright. Perfect. Hey, level ups. I'll take it. Nothing here. It crumbled. Don't. Dancing. Don't be so stingy. Give up the last of your rams if you have to. I'll be gone hunting for a week. So remember, bring the dragon 100 pounds each morning. That seems to keep the monster full enough. She doesn't wonder what there is to eat inside our homes. Walker. Seemed like it didn't work for him very well, did it? Ferelden Wyvern statue. Wyvern statues found throughout Ferelden were inspired by a legend that Andraste tamed one of those venomous beasts with her song. Note I say legend and not the chant, for this is wild superstition. We must sternly remember the faithful that any story of this about the bride of the maker outside the chant of light is blinkered hearsay, folklore, and nothing more. Excerpt from an unfinished treatise by Brother Regarnin, 873 Blessed. Go ahead, drop down there. Pretty sure we gotta go out this way. See if have any more quarries out here. Look what we got here. Really? Thank you. Well, I know there's one down here. So we'll make our way back down this way.
I heard you in the training yard this morning.
Oh, I was running new recruits through some drills. Should I be quieter next time?
No, no. It's fine. Children don't learn unless you shout at them.
Children don't learn unless you shout. I don't think that's how that works, but okay. I mean, I might do it once in a great while just because they're talking over me, but no. I mean, you don't want to shout at them all the time. It's not good. They don't learn anything. That, and then you're just being verbally aggressive because you can. Good job, team. Lost Speakers Assembly. Litkeek. We've got ourselves a few months' work repairing the dam. The mayor wants us to meet him at the Land Speakers Assembly to seal the bargain. He says it's where they shake on agreements, judge criminals, and hold weddings. Etc. Must have been impressive once if that's where they do official business. Note left by a stonemason or his cousin at Crestwood's Inn. Here's one. Excuse me. Down it goes. Now, let's see here. We have to go this way. Because there is a I believe we can get through it here.
One less to worry about.
Don't interfere with the buffalo. We don't need the buffalo. Or whatever it is. Buffalo. Truffalo. There we are. By the way, I really don't need you guys. There we go. Alright. Got what we needed. Just gonna open the map up a little bit and then off to Skyhold we go. So cool. I'm stuck. All right. Get unstuck. How are we doing, map? Oh, we're getting there. Yeah. Let me go grab this quick.
Well met, your worship.
I found Butcher's corpse by the South Road. Red Templars ambushed me afterward.
Only our highest operatives knew he was coming tonight. I must inform Sister Nightingale we have a traitor.
What's happening in Crestwood?
The villagers are glad to have us. We impose no levies and help train their guards.
I should be going.
Farewell.
All right. Now, where is my... There's tons of shit all over the place. Okay, there's my thing here. And Solus, I know you have... There we go. Craft armor. This. Craft. Okay. Upgrade potions. That's good. Perfect. Oh, I don't have enough for that. Or that. Okay. All right. All right. Was it... I thought it was here somewhere. There it is. All right. So...
Control space.
Come on, mouse.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Something I can help you with?
Yes. Possibly. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Okay. So they flopped me over here.
A working nursery with not a space wasted. Will want for nothing.
Locked us on. Okay. Got anything to report?
Did you need something? Anything I should know? I've nothing to report at the moment.
Carry on
I'll
then.
leave you to your work.
Questions.
Questions. You love questions.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
You certainly think highly of yourself.
It's true. I could be more modest, but I'd be lying.
Eh.
Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me.
Me.
I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see?
I'm getting the impression that you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
It just seems... So much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care. Deeply. About everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
What did you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters. I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm.
It certainly
I can
does.
do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
How can I help?
Come on, mouse.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
We have conversation. No need for it.
Very.
Inquisitor?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
We'll talk later.
Inquisitor! Come, have a drink.
Time to get drunk.
To killing a high dragon like warriors of legend.
What exactly am I supposed to be drinking?
Maras lok.
What does that mean?
It means drink. I know, right? Put some chest on your chest. That little gurgle right before it spat fire. And that roar. What I wouldn't give to roar like that. The way the ground shook when it landed. The smell of the fires burning. Tarsidathan Halsam. You know, Kunari hold dragons sacred. Well, as much as we hold anything sacred. Here, your turn.
That thing you just said, you shouted it during the fight, too. What does it mean?
Oh, Tarsidathan Halsam. Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later, while thinking about this with great respect.
You shouted that while it was breathing fire at us.
I know, right? Yes, the second cup's easier. Most of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one. Atashi, the glorious ones. That's our word for them. Atashi.
Why do you think the Gunari think of dragons that way?
Well, you know how we have horns. We kind of look more dragony than most people. Maybe it's that. But a few of the Ben Hasrath have this crazy old theory. See, the Tamasrans control who we mate with. They breed us for jobs like you'd breed dogs or horses. What if they mixed in some dragon a long time ago? Maybe drinking the blood, maybe magic, I don't know. But something in that dragon we killed spoke to me.
It's a shame we had to kill the dragon.
Damn good fight. Dragons are the embodiment of raw power. But it's all uncontrolled. Savage. So, they need to be destroyed. Taming the wild, order out of chaos. Have another drink. Nice. To dragons.
To finding the biggest, baddest things in the world and showing them that we're badder.
Anan.
And we're drunk. Can we move? Oh, we can.
Can you believe this armor? It must have cost 2 houses.
It's all right. Kind of heavy.
Looks good on you. You too, Voth. I can't wait for the next job. Inquisitor, this gear is the best. I never thought... Well, will be worth it, I swear.
Kinda heavy.
You were in...
What do you mean?
I visited the Sabri.
They've lost their hammer. There was talk of an exchange.
That's Elven stuff. I heard there weren't any Dalish left.
They left Crestwood.
True enough.
Like anyone else.
Ready for waiting.
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out, right? You're the big hat now. Gonna make everything the way it should be. The praying's nice, I suppose. Corypheus bit, though. Shite.
Corypheus.
Coryphiness.
Corypheus.
Sack Splash. I know his name. Doesn't deserve the respect of me saying it, does he?
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
True.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Old pain, shadows forgotten from dreams too real. This side is slow and heavy, but here is what can change.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yes?
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting. Some you can solve by giving something, food, a blanket, sleep. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack, fixed, festering, and the person makes a pearl of pain. I shake it loose. No pearl, no pain. They can hope, they can heal.
Sometimes you say things that relate to other members of the Inquisition.
They remember me. Their eyes stick, some more. They want me to be. Varric is quiet inside. He pulls me more to hear, makes me a person, calls me kid, a friend. Solus, bright and sad, observes and accepts. Spirit self, seeing the soul, Solus, but somehow sorrows.
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more, but past it, pulled. Blood that is not blood, a tiny trace of time. Lips struggling to shape language your parents lived. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
It must be sad feeling everyone's pain all the time.
Why?
Isn't it?
No. I help. I find wounds and heal them. I salve, soothe, save. I see pain and make it better. How could I not be happy?
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
That's good. I like you to be happy. Okay. A little more. Cullen?
Yes?
Did you ever cross paths with Hawke in Kirkwall?
A few times. Hawke stood with the mages when the fighting broke out.
You were on opposing sides?
At first. In the end, Hawke's stand against Knight Commander Meredith saved us all. I'm grateful for any help she can offer.
Is there anything I should know?
Repairs to Skyhold's fortifications are progressing. Our scouts report no immediate threats in the surrounding area. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place.
Is there anything I should know?
I'd gotten used to mages disliking me on principle. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
Is there anything I should know?
Sarah brought me a piece of cake. She thought I looked hungry.
Why are you telling me this?
Because it was either an act of kindness or a trap. I was hoping you knew which.
Is there anything I should know?
Creating Inquisition footholds outside Skyhold has strengthened our reputation. People view us as a stabilizing force. We've received a number of recruits eager to pledge themselves to our cause.
Is there anything I should know?
I believe Dagna has settled in well. She's certainly very cheerful.
Is that a bad thing?
I'm concerned she'll cheerfully blow up Skyhold with one of her experiments. The risk is small at present.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
You and the Red Templars leader seem to have personal history.
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters. He seemed a decent man at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. He committed further crimes, but managed to evade the Order's justice. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
Why do you think Samson joined Corypheus?
He had a chronic lyrium addiction. He spent every last coin buying it from local smugglers. Perhaps Corypheus flattered his vanity, gave him purpose as well as lyrium. Perhaps that's all it took.
It sounds like Samson had a miserable life.
The Order expelled him, but he had choices. He could have found another path. I don't understand how he became so powerful. Even with red lyrium, Samson's glory days are long behind him.
Okay, let's go back here for one moment. I want to see if I can find... Grey Warden. There it is. Oops. Not bad. Okay. I know you're here somewhere. Are you not? Oh. You are not here. Alright then. Okay. Let me see here. If I can give you that, please. Excuse me. Taking a while, aren't you, game? Better not crash. I'll be pissed. Let's play. Well, actually, let's sell first. Now, is everybody's weapons? No. They are not.
The pen is mighty.
Pen is mighty. This goes on the staff. We can do that. Confirm. Yes. Back. Okay. Solus, I need your...
Not trying to step
Let's play a little bit. Oh, come on. Playing with color. I was already white. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Oh, that's white. That's brown. That's cute. Okay. Yeah. Won't look very good. Where were you? Not much into that. So I'm good with that. Okay. Change of colors. Yet again. Okay. 1206. Okay. Hello, Josephine.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus? Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong. I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me. The anchor's nothing more special than a misfired spell. At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is. It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire. It sounds most unpleasant.
All right. Summon. And we have some, yeah, that's what I want. Yes, please. Thank you. All right.
Crestwood has had no further trouble with the undead.
After what happened, it will take time for the village to recover.
Very good. Okay, the attack on Haven showed that Corypheus is corrupted and controlled the Templar Order. This should have been impossible under the watch of her fellow Seekers, but they, in particular Lord Seeker Lucius, are nowhere to be found. Have they vanished, or, as Cassandra believes, was something done to them? With effort, the truth may come to light. Liliana. The Seekers have many secret hideaways, according to Cassandra. These would be the first places the agents should search. Someone must have seen these Seekers, or given them safe harbor, entice them with a reward, and police will fall. Let's not entice them, let's find. For a time, finding the missing Seekers seemed to be impossible. Early indications pointed at these men and women heading one at a time into Ferelden, but here their trail went cold. A chance rumor regarding Ban Loren, a Ferelden nobleman who had not been heard from for months, led Inquisition agents to investigate Caesar Oswin, and then they too went silent. These events are connected, and it seems this is where the missing Seekers will be found. Okay. Let's get some.
Let us begin.
Thank you, Josie.
Inquisitor.
Thank you, Josie. The mayor of Crestwood left a letter confessing that he was the one who flooded the village 10 years ago. Then he disappeared. The Inquisition must track him down if it's to serve justice. Crestwood will have to stop for supplies. I'll have my agents inquire. We already have soldiers on the road in that area. They'll hunt down the mayor. I'm gonna ask the crown to pass warrant. No.
All right.
Note to Skyhold Gate Guard. I heard the mayor of Crestwood's been found. When he comes in, stick him in the holding cells. Let him stew there until the Inquisitor brings him out for judgment. Galler Bolaith.
Let us begin.
Inquisitor. Here is an interesting thing. Among the various things we found at Caesar Broach that belonged to its former mercenary inhabitants was a journal, and in it I found mention of several high places, clerics in the Imperium, counting house who are, shall we say, known for their loose tongue. They sell what they know to mercenaries seeking to outbid others for work, but should we dispatch agents to speak with them, it would take very little pressure to have them work exclusively for us. The agents would need to remain to watch over our new friends, but I have been trying to place eyes on these positions for years. With your permission, I'll send agents to secure these men straight away. That was simpler than I would have hoped. The Imperial Counting House clerks were so shocked to have been discovered and so fearful of being found, they all but swore their loyalty to the Inquisition on the spot. My agents say they are behaving themselves so far. Indeed, they sent gifts for you to prove their good faith, but we will watch them closely nevertheless. In the meantime, any effort to make gathered coin in Skyhold will undoubtedly benefit from their placements. Alright, an unknown traitor is lurking in Liliana's closest circle of spies, and she must set a double trap to catch the double agent. The planning will take considerable patience, but the Inquisitor must purge this enemy spy from its rank. We must move carefully. The traitor is a master of craft to escape my attention for so long.
Let's see what we have.
The following is a confession that I, Arbelharish, known as Painter, when in the employ of the Inquisition, did betray our cause in exchange for promise of a title from the Venditori. I acknowledge the mercy of the Inquisition in allowing me my life in exchange for secrets of the enemy, who I have now forsworn and am willing to serve my sentence in prison. Arbelharish, as witnessed by Liliana. With Caesarbergen now occupied, and the Inquisition has access to the fertile Banor as well as the busiest downward markets, both ready sourced herbs used in craft, both poison and potions. Trade in Ferelden is currently erratic, so access to such herbs will vary greatly from week to week. Black market sources also exist, but the riskier the attempt to find resource is, the greater chance of turning up nothing at all. I made a trade deal with the merchant's house in Denram, though the herbs in question were shipped from as far away as Antiva. They're being brought to Skyhold now.
At your service.
Okay. We don't need to do that no more. I thought it was actual thing. I forgot. Inquisitor. I have moved some of my agents in Saraburch, the fortress in Crestwood. At the moment, the villagers prefer us to the bandits, and it is an excellent waypoint from Ferelden to Olay. We can make it a resolute point of our messengers carrying sensitive information from either country. You're familiar with the caves underneath Crestwood. They run for miles, and if we excavate some passages, our agents could easily enter and exit the keep without being seen. Liliana. Opening these tunnels will let us invade any prying eyes that turn towards Caesarbrooch.
Let's see what we have.
Inquisitor, the tunnels are complete and our agents slip in and out of Caesarbrooch like shadows. The workmen who were digging out the caves discovered some old dwarven items there as well, mundane things such as pots and furniture, but they brought a fair price among some of the collectors. Liliana. Okay. Diverting soldiers in the frostback. A letter delivered by messenger bird. My name is Sister Paulette. My sisters and I have been accompanied a handful of injured Inquisitor soldiers through the frostbats. As they are no longer able to fight for the Inquisition, they wish to return to their families in Ferelden. These are strange times, and many seek the solace or forgiveness of their loved ones. Unfortunately, that peace may never come. A band of Anvar refuses to see reason, have pinned us down. We have taken refuge in a cave and are holding them off as best as we can. But I do not know how long we can last. I understand this bird is trained to return to Skyhold. I pray it's so. We need aid. A note in Colin's hand follows. Soldiers dispatched from Skyhold itself will not reach them in time. We should have men near their location. We sent a party to persuade a group of Red Templars we suspect of moving captured civilians to one of their Red Lyrium mines. A swift bird might reach the party, allowing them to go to the sisters' aid. However, we'd likely lose the Templars' trail. These soldiers still are allies. They have done their part. We cannot abandon them. No one wants to make this call, but if the Red Templars to escape, more people will be harmed. Our soldiers would understand. Correspondence sent by a messenger bird to Commander Collins. Sister Paulette, your help arrived just in time. My sister and I seen the soldiers safely to Ferelden. I cannot express what this means to all of us. Maker's blessings upon you and our recruits. From Lieutenant Crestwood. Commander, we lost the Red Templar's trail, awaiting further orders. That is fine. Inquisitor Levalian. You may have not remembered me. I have stayed at Skyhold for a time and later accompanied some injured soldiers to Ferelden. Our journey was more perilous than expected, and I only lived to write this thanks to the aid of the Inquisition. I have little to offer, but I may be able to help the Inquisition in a small way. You have only to ask. Sister Paulette showed bravery and kindness in staying with the injured soldiers. She has already done more than was asked. Let her remain with her fellow sisters in peace. Some of the soldiers in Crestwood would establish a place of prayer at the keep. Sister Bertrine could assist. I could arrange to transfer Sister Paulette to the Chantry in Denram. Have a reliable ally in the capital Chantry could remove Valleyville. Yes.
At your service.
Inquisitor Levalian. I have joined my sisters in Denram Chantry. It is grander than the Chantry in my former village. I believe I can do some good here. I found a charity to aid the breach and the Fade Rift's impact. I tell all who ask that the Inquisition make this possible. Maker's blessing upon you, Sister Paulette. Okay. Red Jenny and the Bad Goods. Sarah cannot simply vandalize our reports. There is no record of any of this. A memo from Josephine, written on a letter from an outlining landholder. Inquisition leaders. I have reports of a gathering of resource to be moved into Venatory hands. I sent this with the hope that you have the means to track who may be responsible. I overheard the possibility that further inquiries yield no more details. It is unfolding well above my station. Sir Gaston of Rennie. Sarah has scrawled several notes below, also a sketch of a randy nug herder. Squirrel with a limp says horse for 20 small forces. 3 farmers say they were kicked out of their homes. Root. Merchant says that the carts are heavy for carrying armor and weapons. Say they are short-changed him, so he didn't tell them about the wobbling wheel. We'll slow them through the pass. Easy pickings, right? A few ultrasigns will waylay them in the rear marks. A trade caravan will have the supplies to last. If their stock happens to be mostly weapons, they won't last long. A blockade of carbon is small but provocative matter. Do we trust this information? Buying out the Crestwood explodes whether it is led by an honest merchant or considered against us. The caravan we misled into the mountains surrendered after their food ran out. Their supplies of weapons and armors were ill-suited to survival. While their intent benefactor remains unknown, we have surely denied them thanks to Sarah's friends. A trouble of red jennies. I will never understand how they function with the same name. A memo from Liliana written on an old letter from Sarah. Sometimes we trade off baddies. Some knob learns your tricks. Message another red jenny. Now you're twice as hard to catch. Looks like magic, except no demons and no magic, I suppose. Anyway, the caravan we took over, there's 2 leads on that from 2 other Jennies. Good ones, too. Sarah. Simple sketch of the other red Jennies and their locations are scribbled below. Their mustache seems improbable. Nevera Johnny, Shrad, Tannevale. Funded from the Tannevale, they may be open to an alliance after the trouble in Kirkwall. Supply from Navarra. I can leverage the Pentagos name to manipulate a degree, but perhaps we need not mention it to Cassandra. Okay. How fascinating to receive help through seemingly random means. So it seems we have made a friend of a red Jenny in Navarra. Okay, I just gotta check time, guys. If my phone will turn on. Okay, sorry about that. A report sealed with the mark of a minor lord. It is irrelevant who notices the darkspawn, your lordship. Such pockets are not uncommon. We understand that you cannot allow such things on trade routes you wish to exploit. Unfortunately, we cannot allow internal forces to cross our holdings. Instead, we request section to act under your banner. It is a risk we are prepared to take because such partnership and expect increased in status will be profitable. In return, we promise resources, but remain committed to merely observing your greater struggle. I trust you understand. Lord Prone Alice. A note by Colin added below to the report, brought to our attention by Southern and his crew. Charming. Answer with a small group and give this fool no reason to posture. Southern and his crew will serve.
Let's see what we have.
Southern and the other company dealt with the Darkspawn threat. Lord Irrent paid no attention to them. I believe he was expecting a larger force so he could posture against. Not young adventurers. Such a shame to disappoint him. Oh my goodness. Are these people a nuisance or a rebellion? A note from Josephine written on a letter from the Red Jenny in Navarra. Inquisitor, a servant girl with a bruise told me your name is also being abused. Whoever owned that caravan you took is retaliating by addressing thugs in the fake Inquisition uniforms. Alright. Notify you in case you want to get involved, and so you aren't alarmed when some of your soldiers start showing up dead. They've earned it. This Johnny seems prepared to deal with it. Let him. Cannot suffer misreputation. Our responses must be swift and send a clear message. We should involve local lords in this masquerade. They'll be...
Inquisitor.
Jenny is certainly efficient. The night masquerade, as our soldiers will not be doing so again. He is investigating who hired them in the first place. Rescue the spy. Nobility and Valshavain have caught Miller, an Inquisition spy. She has tricked them into thinking she's a bard from a Legion court, but the deception will last only so long. Extracting her before her captors learn who she is and demand a ransom, an investigation, or an execution. Our hands must not be seen in this. I can send Miller twos to escape, but she must leave on her own. Inquisitor, she will be willing in negation for the spy release. No. Do spent our god. No. Do it.
Inquisitor.
Miller is free and little worse for wear. Best of all, by escaping on her own, Miller preserves the secret of her connection to the Inquisition. Her adventure has given her quite the motivation to prove herself. If she learned from it, I feel her future work will be exceptional. Liliana. Alright. Let's exit out. Alright, so we got one more thing that I want to do before we end it. And that is to go judge our dear friend. Sarah.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word. If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood? Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
You committed murder on Ferelden's soil. Let them deal with your punishment. Send him to Denerim. He can live the rest of his life behind their bars.
In prison? Maker. I should have drowned with them.
Quick and easy, as long as my game cooperates. Alright, so again, once this loads up, we're just going to save and head into the next episode. We'll probably do the Seekers next with Cassandra. There we go. Yeah. So that will be probably what we'll do next is with Cassandra. But anyway, this is where we're going to end it. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye now.